everyone, it's me as usual. As always, the Sparkle Girl, aka Kin Sparkle. So anyway, as to those who are aware on the title from my video, we're here to talk about Barbie in general. Not just the movies, of course, so don't worry. We'll be talking about other things that involves Barbie. So, like Barbie girl sort of thing, of course. I mean, to be fair with you boys and girls, I'm like, I'm one of those people who loves Barbie in general for all these years growing up. So, I wouldn't blame you for one bit if you, to those who likes Barbie, yeah, because I know how you guys feel. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the Barbie that we have nowadays, well, some of you probably see my video on my second main channel, which I did mention that the Barbie we have now these days is okay sometimes. It's just not really my cup of tea to watch, but still. And then apparently, I've always will prefer the ones that I have watched from the past as a kid myself. So that's my fair point to share, really, because I'm not the only one who feels that way, to be honest with you boys and girls who have watched Barbie over the years, and apparently Barbie will always be one of those things when it comes to watching your favorite childhood nostalgic movies or whatever. Really, that's just how it is, to be honest, as you grow up. Yeah. And to be fair, it does give you like these magical vibes and I don't know, girly sort of thing. Yeah. And just because Barbie is a feminist sort of type, boys and girls, that doesn't always mean Barbie is just for girls, to remind you all. It can be for boys too, just to remind you all in general. I'm just being realistic with you. So please do not try to deny that Barbie is just for girls, okay? Because there are boys out there who likes Barbie. And if you don't like Barbie, guys, it's fine. But please remember, I will still love Barbie no matter what your opinions are about. So I just wanted to say that. So try not to be upset if I disagree with your opinion, boys and girls, okay? Because we all have our own opinion. And just because we all had different opinion, it doesn't always mean we are bashing yours, okay? So try to be patient with other people who may agree or disagree. Yeah, so yeah. I like to start with the fact how I discovered Barbie. Yeah, okay. So I first discovered Barbie sometimes on this very first Barbie movie I watched called Barbie in the Nutcracker, and I used to watch that on home video, as in the VHS, something like that. I just remember watching it in my caretaker's house, and she used to look after me and other kids while our parents or go off to work or something like that. Yeah, but that's how I discovered Barbie to begin with. So, and apparently that's not the only reason I discovered Barbie, because I even remember at the time where I used to read books about Barbie, where she used to babysit her young sister Kelly, which names Chelsea in the later movies. Yeah, don't ask me why. It's confusing because Kelly and Chelsea are the same character but different names. But if I get this correctly, I believe Kelly is actually a middle name with Chelsea. I mean, that's just confusing me. Like, how is that even possible? That's just confusing every time you're trying to think about on this theory whether if Chelsea and Kelly are the same person or not. But it turns out they are the same person, but meant to be separate characters. Ugh, it's just confusing my brain cells. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So anyway, so let's see what else. Okay. I've also well, even though I haven't watched it for a long time since I watched it again or something. Okay. Just hang on, guys. Okay, so anyway, sorry about that, guys. So, okay, let's just say Barbie as Rapunzel. Yeah, that's my favorite. I love that film sometimes. What I mean is that because I did say before I haven't seen that film for a long time until I watched it again. So yeah, but I'd still like it, maybe a little bit. It's just not the same way as I love the Nutcracker. So opinion handled. Okay. Hmm. And I also remember watching a Swan Lake. Yes. Okay. mm, okay. I don't know how to put this, but I may don't watch it as much growing up and still do these days, but I don't mind it maybe a little bit. Okay. And and the next one that comes after the Swan Lake was Princess and the Pauper. Yes. Okay. I absolutely love that movie, to be honest. It never gets old, really. It doesn't, because I mean, I obviously just think it's really good, in my opinion and my case. Yeah. Although, there's one single thing I don't like, really. The villain. Yeah. I understand some people may like him, but this guy, the villain, I keep forgetting his name, but I just don't like him. I never really like villains, to be honest, that much, to be honest with you, boys and girls in general. So yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I do sometimes don't mind some villains, like in some Disney movies or some Barbie movies or whichever, whether it's a movie or TV show, but still, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just love that film. And after that, I think it was I think it's the Fairytopia. Yeah, the first one actually. So yeah, okay. I really well, I don't know how to put this, boys and girls. To those who likes that film, that's fine by you. Um, let's see. I did used to like it when I was a kid, but to be honest, I hardly watched it. Growing up, to be honest, since the last I watched it as a kid. So, I mean, I want to say it's my favorite anymore, but it did used to. But I still like it, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a difference of having a certain movie that can be your favorite, but sometimes it cannot, even though you can like it a little bit. Something like that. There's a difference. So, yeah. And then I do like the second film for the Fairytopia movie, with the mermaids. Yeah, I absolutely love that one, the best and the most. I just love mermaids in general. Oh, I just love mermaids. And I mean, don't start with Princess Ariel. I mean, I know, most of you guys obviously knows that I love Princess Ariel from the Little Mermaid from the Disney one, but still. Ooh, that's a very good information in Kiki. Mhm. Okay. And the last fairy tale movie was called Magic of the Rainbow. I would say the same thing with the first one. Not really my favorite, but I don't mind it a little bit. So yeah. Okay. Um. And I also remember this film called something about Magic of the Pegasus. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I do like it. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I do find it interesting, but the villain in this film, oh boy, he's a jerk. And believe me, boys and girls, you wouldn't even dare trust someone like him. He's a stupid, obsessive man. He wants to marry the young princess who's way too young for him. Like seriously, she's a bloody teenager for crying out loud. He's literally a grown man. Like, come on, that's just getting creepy. Seriously, wanting married to a young teenager. Come on, what is wrong with these people these days? Who wants to marry young teenagers? Seriously. Uh, okay, okay. And believe me or not, I don't trust that guy. He is a weirdo. But that's my opinion. So yeah. And I also remember the other one, something about trying to follow spin years. Okay, just bear with me, boys and girls. Okay. Mm, come on. Uh, what goes out to that one? Oh, sometimes I just can't. Sometimes my hair just can't make its mind up. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's best I just don't go in order. Okay. It doesn't always have to be perfect. Now, would it? No, of course not. Okay. Let's say I do remember watching The Diamond Castle. Yeah. Even though that came out in 2009. But still, I love that movie. And and speaking of which, about that film, I absolutely love it. But there's something I want to talk about. Um, Even though I want to, respect someone's opinion about it, but someone seemed to be saying about the character that Barbie was playing in Leona. Yeah, well, basically Barbie plays like character roles in her movies where she plays different characters, but sometimes she just plays herself. It just depends on whatever, but it's really confusing to explain. So just if you wanted to know what I'm trying to talk about, maybe it's best you just try and find out yourself on Google. So yeah, so in this film, The Diamond Castle, Barbie was playing this character named Leona, and I believe someone been saying about Leona is being a lesbian. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know. But can I just remind you all, just because there's two best friends, whether either they are girls or boys, and they sometimes considering each other as brothers or sisters or whatever, but being best friend doesn't always automatically means it makes them as gay. It doesn't always work like that, boys and girls, to remind you. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever if to those people out there to think that being best friends who are very close to one another being gay, it just doesn't really make sense to me. It maybe does to them, but that's their choice to believe. But I'll just leave them off. I don't want to, get into an argument over it, but still, it just give me those weird chills in the bone. No offense. Okay. So anyway, I just love it. Hello, Mickey. Hello. Just in case that you want me to say hello. Yeah. I'm just here to talk about Barbie, one of my favorite things. So yeah, so let's just say I also remember watching Barbie Presents Thumbelina. Yeah, I absolutely love that film. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I just absolutely love that film, Thumbelina. It's really good one. Barbie, I don't. Well, I just don't really know whether if Thumbelina is actually played by Barbie herself on this film, because you can see Barbie herself anyway telling a story to a group of kids about Thumbelina. But it's hard to believe whether it's Thumbelina meant to be Barbie or not. But for me, I think it is, to be honest. Yeah. For some reason for why I said that is because Thumbelina's face and her hair kind of reminds me of the other Barbie character from the Mermaid Tale named Malia. Yeah. Malia is just one of these characters that Barbie played in the other movies she's been playing. So yeah. I do love that film, of course. I've always loved Barbie. It doesn't matter what film, really. I just like Barbie. And I also do love and enjoy The Island Princess. I absolutely love that one too. It's just so interesting where she was playing this Barbie character named Ro, but it turns out Ro's real name is actually Rosalina. That's it. It's been a long time since I have watched that film, to be honest, but still, you just got to bear with me, okay, boys and girls. So yeah. Sorry, just bear with me. And okay, and what I'm gonna say that is very interesting where Ro able to understand animals. Like, how is she able to understand them? I don't know. Maybe she knocked her head or something. Because I do remember at the beginning where when Ro, as a little girl, was somehow survived from a shipwreck, but end up on the island, and then she made friends with the animals who lives on the island. Maybe she did bump her head. I just don't know. She must have done anyway. That must have caused her to understand the animals. That kind of reminds me of a certain TV show I've watched, The Littlest Pet Shop. With Blythe. A teenage girl. I think. I don't really know how old she is, but I think she's between 12 or 13. And Blythe sort of end up banged her head, and then all of a sudden she understands the animals talking to her. Like, whoa. I don't know about you guys, but it would be totally interesting and funny at the same time if we ever had animals talking in real life. I mean, I bet that would be totally freaky, but weird. But we never know. They might be talking without us knowing. Okay, I don't know. I'm just playing about, that's all. Never mind. But we're not here to talk about Littlest Pet Shop. We're here to talk about Barbie. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, Princess Charm's Girl. That's one of the good Barbie films. I absolutely loved it. Okay. Sorry. Just keep it together. Keep it together. Okay. I absolutely love that film so much. I even used to be obsessed watching it on my DVD all the time when I was a kid, even though I don't do that as often these nowadays. Hmm, okay, fair enough. Whew. But like I said, I used to be obsessed with my DVD of it. And it's a good thing I still have it in my DVD cupboard, along with my all the DVDs I still had growing, all these years. I would never ever want to give up on my DVDs. Never ever. I just wanted to keep them. It's not that bad now, is it? I'm not the only one who likes to keep our good and incredible DVDs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. And I also remember the Musketeers. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, okay. But I actually kind of liked the idea about girls being musketeers and not just boys alone. Seriously, boys and girls can be musketeers. That's what the message in that film was teaching us about. Both boys and girls can be anything they like to be. It doesn't matter in which gender that should be that or not that. Seriously, I just don't get the whole deal is. It doesn't matter if it's just for boys or just for girls. Both girls and boys just like to do or like same things. It's no big deal now, is there? Seriously. Seriously. We can't always agree with each other now, guys. Sometimes we can disagree. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And I also read the other one called Princess and a Pop Star. Okay. I wouldn't say it's my favorite or anything, but I do remember I used to enjoy it. Even though I still got the DVD of it, which is a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, I actually like that. Yeah. I'm not too sure if I still have it somewhere, but it's called Barbie, a fairy tale. Sorry, fashion fairy tale. That's it. Sorry, mouth. Okay, so fair enough. I want to say it's my favorite either, but I did like it a little bit, which I keep saying with the other Barbie movies I have mentioned. Yeah, and I. Oh yeah, the Christmas Carol. How can I forget about that? I remember that one as well. And I want to say how much I used to like that film. And I still do, actually. But I didn't like the way they used a certain character that wasn't really supposed to be Barbie. Barbie is not playing this character, even though she does look like Barbie, but it's just complicated to explain. But what they did to her, like, it's a bit similar to this Disney film, the Christmas Carol. I don't know what this guy's name is, but who always goes like, "Oh, humbugs! I hate Christmas." Something like that. Seriously, there's nothing wrong about Christmas, really. I know some people uh, uh, sorry, may either like Christmas or may not, but still, I just don't see the big deal is. People just like what they like, or people just don't like what they don't like. Yep. Okay, fair enough. People just have their own choices for their beliefs, so yeah. And there's another Christmas movie called A Perfect Christmas, where we finally get to meet all Barbie sisters names Skipper, Stacy, and yeah, well, Chelsea, obviously. because I did explain just earlier before that Chelsea and Kelly are the same person, just somehow different characters. Like I said, please don't ask me because it's just so complicated to explain. Ugh. Okay, and personally, I do like Christmas because we get to have lots of fun with family and friends and having Christmas dinner and opening presents and everything. Yeah, something like that. And those are the things that I personally like and enjoy. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I actually kind of like that film. Ah, I almost forgot Barbie in a ponytail, where I think it's somehow about where Barbie sort of met a horse, and she thinks, well, she believes that horse is somehow magical, sort of way. Yeah, I actually kind of enjoyed that story, to be honest. Really good, I say. Haven't been watched that for a long time, to be honest. I might as well watch it again at some point. But there's one character I don't like in that film, and he's, even though I don't really remember much of what his name is again, but he's just not really that nice. He even tried to hurt this horse that Barbie met, even though well, basically he wasn't trying to hurt her or anything, but he was trying to kidnap her, more likely in my case, but something like that. But let's say he was trying to use that so he can cheat on a horse race. Like, what? Dude, seriously? That's just pathetic. Leave that poor little horse alone, you idiot. Okay, sorry, my bad, but still. Like I said, I don't remember what his name is, but still, even though it doesn't really matter if I do or not remember his name, but seriously, it's just really pathetic how people like that who just likes to cheat. Just honestly, no need to cheat on anything. If you're really that desperate, then why are you even bothering wanting to win? By not letting other people to have their chance of winning too. It's just selfish, for not letting for not letting other people to have their chance of winning, you know? Please. Give me a break. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to think something else then. Um. Ooh. Oh, I actually remember, even though I never really watched it as a kid or anything, but I do remember watching this one, something about when rock and rolls, rock and royals. That's it. Sorry if I can't get that word right, but still, I actually enjoyed that when I first saw it a few years back. Actually, it was really good. And there's two characters who acting like total jerks, but yeah, he just likes to cheat. Yeah, that sort of reminds me of some other movies I have watched over the years. Maybe it's something like Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks. Yeah, I love that film. Yeah, believe it or not, but Equestria Girls, My Little Pony. I actually kind of like My Little Pony and Equestria Girls. But we're here to talk about Barbie, just to let you guys know by reminding you all. So yeah. Oh, speaking of which, of My Little Pony, anyway, I believe, I'm not sure if to those who actually aware of this, if you have watched My Little Pony as well as I did, you know Starlight Glimmer, right? Well, I believe she's the same voice actress who He also did the voice of the very first original Barbie from the very beginning when Barbie first started the very first movie, The Nutcracker. Kelly Sheridan, her name is, the actress. I still can't believe this. And I just said in my video from on my second main channel where I said that I always will remember her as Barbie the most, really, because even though I didn't really watch My Little Pony in my childhood until like 2014, something like that, but still. That's fair on my case, so yeah, fair enough. Mm-hmm. And believe me or not, but I also even found out that some of the other actors from My Little Pony was also in one of the Barbie movies over the years. Like, seriously, it's cool. Interesting, baby. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just remember something else. Princess. Sorry, hang on a minute. Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. I love that movie. No, seriously. I absolutely love it. Especially the theme tune. I mean, seriously, that music always gives me the great heartbeat every single time I listen to it. It's like I've always feel like heart lifting, like you're dancing to the rhythm. I mean, you can't blame me, now can you? I mean, we all get that with our favorite music. So try not to judge me on this one because it will make yourself a hypocrite if you did judge me. No offense, but sometimes you just got to live what I said. Is not being harsh, just trying to be realistic for all of us in general. Okay. So yeah. And apparently the last Barbie movie I watched before I kind of moved on to other things. Well, the last Barbie I watched was actually Princess and the Pop Star. No, seriously, because I did explain it in that my thingy video on my second main channel where I did mention that was the last movie I've watched before I get to see some other movies from Barbie franchise and that. So apparently, yeah. And I even remember I did mention I was talking about the Barbie dolls I used to play with. Yeah. I was only 11 years old when I stopped playing my Barbie dolls. I haven't been playing Barbie dolls since then. I mean, it's not that I don't like Barbie anymore. No, of course not. It's got nothing to do with that. The point, what I'm trying to say, because sometimes you get to move on with other things around you as well as you think. It's natural to like other things and not just one thing. Because I remember my dad said to me, if people had same things, like same favorite, like this or that, it would be boring. No offense, but what my dad is saying is can be true. It can be boring in some ways, but just not always. You know? Something like that, but still. I've always believed liking same things as you guys can be fun. But sometimes we just got to accept that. Because I remember I learned this from this one episode from Angelina Ballerina, when Angelina's mom was saying that if your family somehow copies the same thing that you do in your own routine, like it will be a little dull and confusing, muddling up, like, oh my, I don't know what to do. Like, why is everyone copying me? So like that. Yes. Something like that. But you'll get the idea what I'm trying to talk about. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay. But bit like My Little Pony, Barbie can sometimes give you lots of different message for all of us to learn by teaching us on different stories and what's the importance of friendship, independence, accepting other people around you, listening to other people, let other people a chance to whatever, something like that. Yeah. I'm actually grateful that all those things that Barbie do. Over these years, I'm actually happy that Barbie is one of those things. Really, bit like Twilight Sparkle sort of way. Yeah. Right. Okay. I might as well just let you guys to it now. But thanks for watching anyway. So, so like I said, please remember, if you either like Barbie or you don't, it's totally fine. So it'll be unhandled. So anyway, I'll leave you guys off now. I might probably see you tomorrow anyway at some point for my Halloween special because I can't wait. Because we might have a spooky fun. Yeah. It will be tomorrow or the day after on the special event. Happy Halloween! Woo! Okay, sorry. Okay. Even though I don't do trick or treats anymore. Sorry. No, really, it's not that. It's not that I. You get the idea. Okay, never mind. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.